This is why Radiohead is my favorite band of all time. A lot of people say that Radiohead is like a virgin band. And to be honest, they're kind of right. Like, all right, and the reason why I'm even talking about Radiohead in the first place is because I'm having like a listening party, sort of, kind of broken the rules already, but um, basically what I'm doing for myself is that I'm gonna listen to like every single album from Radiohead, from like Pablo Honey to like their most recent Apollo Shaped Moon, which just I don't know. It's been going great so far. Right now, I'm almost done actually. I'm actually in the King of Limbs, so pretty good. Kind of like a right now, it's kind of like a checkpoint. But that's not the reason why. The reason is because Radiohead has words like their music, right? Is like Radiohead is that type of band that you can just listen like any time or any like any time, and you have that same emotion the first time you listen to like a song from them, right? They're very emotional, which I really like. I'm like a rock head sometimes, and although although Radiohead is not a rock band, their earlier works kind of give rock, but they're actually not. But it's just their words, and not just the words, but like the meaning of the words, right? It's like there's something they kind of like. I wouldn't say they're philosophical, but like they get you thinking. Like they get the noggin, like running. If that makes any sense. Like it gets the songs have an impact, long lasting impact, not just like in the industry, but like with yourself. Like they just hit, which is a very good thing. And another reason why they're my favorite band is because they, the instrumentals, they like I don't know, like they played around with a lot of like instrumentals and b boops back in the day, especially with their album OK Computers. What I like to like, they experimented a lot with like electronic sounds, this and that, like computer things, right? Computer sounds, right? Which for the time, no one was really doing it, but Radiohead kind of did it in a way that it kind of fits. Because here's what I like to think when it comes to like them using like computer sounds, right? Because their first album that ever used it was OK Computer. So I like to think as OK Computer as like a test. Like here's what we can do with said electronics, but we're not there yet. We're not there, right? And there's your second album, Kid A. Now I've listened to Kid A like multiple times, and it's a masterpiece every single time, right? And the thing about Kid A is that there's a lot of electronic. There's no more like there are drums and this and that, but like it's not. It's more electronic. And I like to think as Kid A as like, okay, bam, here's our test, right? Here's our test. Like I know I said, okay, computers are test, but like, Kid A is more of like, here's the test results. Here's what we learned. We're putting it out there for the world. Like we're just putting it out there, right? And they did a very awesome job, right? Hail to the Thief. Not so much electronic, but it was like, or throw a little sprinkle in there. You know, what I feel like they perfected the electronic use of like computers and sounds and like that was in their album In Rainbows, which ironically, side note, In Rainbows is one of my favorite albums, not because of like their songs, like oh my god they're so overrated. No, it's more stupid because I was born in 2007. That album In Rainbows was released in 2007. 2 months after I was born, it was released. So it's kind of like my twin. So it's 18 years old because I'm 18 years old. Really cool. But and going back on topic, In Rainbows is where like they really perfected the mix, the like the what's the word? No, it's not. It's like the mix of both you know, acoustic instruments and electronics sounds. It's kind of like it's a perfect like amalgamation. You know, it's pretty good. Now I have listened a little bit of King of Limbs, but not all of it, so I can't really speak past In Rainbows. But I have heard some songs from Pool Shaped Moon, and a lot of people say is that like in those albums, this King of Limbs and Pool Shaped Moon, they kind of are just tired of using it. I can't really say for sure. I'm not there just yet, but it kind of like there's some people say that like they're just kind of tired of like using it, so like they kind of wanted to make it their own thing. I don't really know. I'm not there yet, but yeah, and Radiohead is just, and that's just like what it's not just their music too. It's like their long lasting impact, right? Because without Radiohead, we wouldn't have like so many bands that kind of follow that same path of them. You know, we wouldn't have certain genres or just like a level of immersion with music that Radiohead had. You know, like some of the songs you put your headphones on, you start listening to them, and you like it gets you thinking, like gets you like nostalgic and gets you like things that you've done in the past that out of they just come out. They just come out, and I don't know. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel the worst way you've ever felt. And I feel like because of that, Radiohead is such a good band because they always have a way of like playing with your emotions in the sense of their music can make you feel bad but also good at the same time. And especially in Rainbows, like there's some songs out there that just get you like, damn, especially oh my god, it hits best if you like you were once in a relationship and now you're not, and certain songs in that album that just like, damn, I had like that passion, but now it's gone, and now I want it again. Please, someone help me get out of this. There's like you can connect to the songs like 1 to 1 in some cases, right? It's not even just relationships too. It's like certain things, like oh my god, an experience like a travel, like a trip. I was once there. Can I please feel that same level of euphoria I once felt? But I can't because I'm not there yet. Please, someone come and help me. It's like that. It gets you like all emotional, and that's what I like about Radiohead because their music kind of speaks to you without speaking to you, and that means a lot to me. That means a lot, and it's something that Radiohead all throughout their music they kind of perfected. All the songs speak about something. Their best example is Creep and Iron Lung from the Bends. Right? Creep was like their most popular song like ever. Right? It got them to where they are now. Sort of. But it got to a point back then that they got tired of it. Like people know us just from Creep. Like we made other songs, but they know it just for Creep. And the song Iron Lung speaks directly about that without being direct. It's like so you can call it like a double entendre. But if you like listen if you listen to the song, you can like feel it speaking about not just like them having something that they rely on for so long, but just think about yourself at the moment. Like you've probably had something that carried you on for life and now you're tired of it. So it's like, thank you, but get the hell out. You know what I mean? Like get out. Like I'm like different inside, but then people don't see that. They only see that one side of me. Even though they probably know me well, they only see that one side of me. So I'm trying to get that side out, and I'm thinking that side of me because it got me so far. But I'm also trying to like express my other sides of me to others, but they're not understanding. You know that? You know what I mean? So it's like that, definitely. And like I said, Radiohead just does this like all throughout their music. Sometimes they speak directly about other albums, uh, fucking yourself as a person, fucking politics, all of that. It's really amazing what huge impact on music and just self immersion Radiohead contributed to the world and just music in general. And it's something that will forever be like that I will be forever like thankful for. You know, to like even just like had have discovered the band in the first place because like I probably would have been listening to like some bullshit just that I found on Spotify, which I'm not saying all music is bad music, but some music is straight up garbage. But that's not something I want to get into because people have different tastes and people are sensitive about their taste, which is completely fine. But yeah, I think that's it. That's this ranting about Radiohead. Thanks for watching, I guess.